Mitch Fifield, Shadow Minister for Disabilities, Carers and the Voluntary Sector. Well, I've been very fortunate to be given the portfolio of disabilities. I didn't have a huge background really or exposure to disabilities before taking on the role. I've got to say it came with a big surprise. I've been operating on the assumption that if you have a disability in Australia, that you receive the support you need. The scales literally fell from my eyes as I saw that that wasn't the case, that sadly support for people with disabilities is characterised by waiting lists and rationing. So there's a lot that needs to be done to fix that situation. Well, I first heard of the Insight concept when parents of blind and vision impaired students came to see me to explain that their kids were, in some cases, growing up illiterate, that mainstream education settings weren't providing the support for their kids that they needed. And as good parents, they wanted to do something about that and set about the concept of the Insight school to make sure that their kids grew up with the skills that they needed. I think choice is absolutely fundamental for education. Parents are in the best position to know the right setting for their kids. I think we've got to get away from this debate as to what's right. Is it mainstreaming or is it special or separate education? For me, that's really a non-debate. There's certainly a place for mainstreaming, but there's certainly a place for schools which specialise in teaching students with particular disabilities. What is the right environment for a student may well change over the course of their education, but we need to provide both opportunities. Mainstreaming is a great aim, but from time to time students may need some intensive instruction and some intensive support to make sure that they get the confidence and they get the basic skills so that they are better able to participate in the community and hopefully that they'll be in a good position to get a job when they finish their education. Well, if I'm a minister in federal government, I'd be extremely keen to work with our education minister to make sure that parental choice is supported, to make sure that that choice is supported, whether it be choosing between an independent school or a government school, whether it be choosing between a special school setting or a mainstream school setting. And one of the ideas which we have to facilitate that is the concept of an education card for students with disability, where a student would be given a card up to the value of $20,000 to support them in their education, and the parents would be able to take that card to the school of their choice, be it independent, Catholic or state, to support their kid and their needs as a student with a disability. And that funding would be on top of whatever funding is already there from other state or Commonwealth sources. We really want to support choice and we really want to support parents because they are in the best position to know what's right for their kid. Well, the Insight model is one that could well be followed by parents who have kids with other disabilities. It's a model that wants to extend students to their maximum capacity, that wants to ensure that they reach their full academic potential, but also a model that seeks to give students the skills that they need for life and the skills that they need to integrate into the community, to integrate into the workforce, to integrate into a mainstream educational setting. And that's really the great strength, I think, of this model, is its academic focus and its attention to the skills that students will need for further study and for work.